Who's the kid?
I know, hopeless, isn't he? Still, he keeps me amused.
I meant the little girl.
Oh, did you? Well, you remember my cousin Gail? It's a daughter. She's come to visit now. I can't get rid of her.
Oh, she must be attracted to the maternal side of your nature.
I haven't got a maternal bone in my body. Besides which, I haven't got much time to spend with her.
Well, if you're going to be involved with her upbringing, you'll want to be supporting St Stephen's. Now, how many of
Is
these
that the
can I say?
Memorial Library? Forget it. Tom, Father Carlisle's got to me already. Thanks a lot, Trish. That's great. Thanks, Chris.
How many books did he give you?
Paul?
He gave me 5.
Must be your exalted position in the community.
Day, boss.
Morning.
Nice day.
Yes, yeah, probably rain later.
Well, that'll be good for the farmers. Jay, this is my boss, Sergeant Croydon. Boss, this is Jade Jackson, Chris's niece.
It's a liquor licence. You're going to need it if you're organising this BS ball.
That's B&S ball.
Not with you organising it, mate.
Oh, you're very funny. And what's this? All proceeds to Father Morton. He's dead.
The Father Morton Memorial Library at St Stephen's School. It's a very worthy local charity.
Yeah, if you're a Mick.
Oh, is there something wrong with being a Mick?
Oh, no, not at all. No, it's just that the proceeds usually go to the footy club.
And where do we breed the best football players around here?
Around here, I guess, St Stephen's.
So it's still going to the footy club, in a manner of speaking. Now, Cooper, you got a moment? Yeah. Now, would you say it was appropriate for sergeants to exert financial pressure on their troops, so to speak?
Well, like corruption.
No, nothing like that. Just pressure.
Well, no, not really. Wouldn't be appropriate under any circumstance.
My sentiments exactly. Which is why I want you to deal with those. Stubbs is due back tomorrow.
Jade? Jade, what are you doing?
Oh, I was watching that.
Could you get ready for school, please? Have you packed your bag?
No.
Well, can you hurry up? You'll be late.
But Auntie Chris, I don't have to go to school today. It's curriculum day.
It's a what?
A curriculum day. It's where all the teachers get together without the kids and work out what they're going to teach us.
Sounds like an extra day off for the teachers to me.
That's what Mum reckons.
Well, I better call her. She didn't say anything to me about it.
That's because she doesn't know. I forgot to give her the notice.
Ah.
Sorry. So, what are we going to do today?
Well, I'm going to catch up on some paperwork. You can go upstairs and tidy your room. I only make beds for paying guests.
That's not fun.
Come on, off you go. Come on, scoot. Shoot.
Nearly finished, Auntie Chris.
Take the earphones off. The earphones?
It's a new Carly today. You want to listen?
No, not right now. We need to talk.
Okay.
Come on, sit down.
When Mum tells me to sit down, it's usually something really bad.
It's just something I want to find out, okay?
Okay.
Now, you know that it's wrong to take things, well, money that doesn't belong to you, don't you?
Oh, sure. Father Carlisle, he's always talking about it. He says it's a penal sin.
Yeah, well, I think that's a venal sin, but that's beside the point. There's some money missing that belongs to St Stephen's, and I was wondering if you knew anything about it.
No.
Now, I want you to think very carefully about this. If you did take...
I'm telling the truth.
By mistake or something, and you give it back, well, we'll just chalk it up to experience. But if I don't get that money back, that means that it's stolen, and I'll have to report it to the police.
I didn't take it, Auntie Chris. Cross my heart.
So what you're saying is it's a blind date?
Yeah, sort of, but a little more scientific.
Oh, sounds like a good gimmick. Where does the computer come into it?
Well, I run all the names and information through a special program, and then the computer matches them up with the most compatible person.
Who's going to buy a ticket when you don't know who you're going to get as a partner, mate?
Desperates like you.
Come, PJ, could meet the woman of your dreams.
Yeah, in your case, mate, anything that barks and chases traffic.
Yes. Now, what happens if you get stuck with an old biddy?
Well, you swap with the boss.
Yeah, don't look at me. I won't be able to make it. Somebody has to mind the fort.
So, what about you, Mags? You in?
Oh, yes, for a good cause. How much, $10?
The rest of you?
Yep, definitely.
You'll do your dough, trust me.
Yeah, Nick.
Oh, I don't know, mate. It sounds like you've got to do a bit of work on your quality control, mate.
Well, are you going to give to St Stephen's?
No, I went to a convent school, Maggie. You've already suffered under the name of Catholic education.
Chris, what can we do you for?
Come to report a theft, Stopping?
Yeah, sure, come through. You okay?
Yeah.
Hey, Chris.
Hey.
Hey, Jady.
New Carly CD.
hang on, Chris. I can't just give her a fright, as you put it, unless we're sure it was her.
The tin was at the back of the bar. If it wasn't Jade, then it had to be Len, and Len's been with me for years.
Look, if you're not prepared to look for it by going through her stuff, there's nothing I can do.
Well, how can I possibly do that? I might as well just come right out and say I don't trust her.
Do you?
Well, I don't know. Well, don't all those child psychology books say you've got to trust kids?
Welcome to the wonderful world of parenthood.
There you go, $3 tusk. Easy does it, Jade. It's not a toy, you know. Hello, Father Carlo.
Just popped in to see how you were going with those raffle tickets.
Oh, good. No problems at all.
Excellent. Excellent. I must say I've been heartened by the response.
Oh, we all do what we can.
Indeed. So I'll collect the money now?
No, you want the money now.
Since I'm here, if it's inconvenient...
No problems at all. We've sold one book and, let's see, 22 of the other at $1 each. That's $47.
Many thanks, Chris. Excellent result.
There you go.
Just quietly. It puts Carla at the commercial to shame.
Thanks very much, Father. I guess you can do a bit of collecting today since the school's closed.
I'm sorry?
The curriculum day.
No, I think curriculum day was last week. Today's a normal school day.
Oh, I see. Well, thanks very much, Father.
Thank you. I look forward to seeing you at Mass sometime.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Jade.
She was going to use this to buy a train ticket to Sydney.
Luckily, the station master was a bit sus and he gave us a ring.
I just wanted to visit my nana.
That's her dad's mother. Barry was from Sydney originally.
So you took the money from the St. Stephen's tin. You know that was a wrong thing to do, don't you?
Jade, why were you running away? Well, there must be a reason. You doing all right at school?
She's always been good at school. You can have a look at her reports.
Jade?
I don't know, I just did it. I thought it'd be fun.
All right, young lady, we're going to let this go this time, but don't let it happen again. If you're caught stealing anything else, you'll be in a lot of trouble. Understood?
I promise I won't do it again.
Can I take her home now?
Can't I stay with Auntie Chris?
I don't really think so.
Please? Please?
Well, Gail said there's nothing that might be upsetting Jade.
Well, she's the mother. She ought to know.
Yeah, I suppose. You haven't noticed anything, have you?
No, except that it's like she's decided to be naughty.
Since when?
A couple of months, maybe. Should check with Gail, though.
Gail might not be the right person to ask.
Why?
Chris, if there is something behind this, often the parents are the last to know.
What are you talking about exactly? I'll talk to you
Don't you
later.
forget what I told you.
She won't. Thank you, Sergeant Croydon. You got something to say to Auntie Chris?
I'm sorry, Auntie Chris.
Well, that's okay, sweetheart. Never mind.
Can I stay the night with you?
Now, Jade, we've discussed that already.
Can
Now-
I, Auntie Chris? Can I? I promise I'll be good. I'll clean my room, I'll help, and do everything I'm told, please.
Well, you better speak to your mum.
She'll need a change of clothes.
Hey, Nick. I think this might interest you.
It's a computer, mate.
No, mate, it's a list of names for the BNS ball.
Isn't it?
Now, do you notice anyone in particular?
Adam Cooper, Wayne Patterson.
Sasha Peters, for
Sasha
instance?
Peters, she's going, is she?
She certainly is.
Well, I'm happy for the old Sash.
I thought you two were, you know, on again.
No, mate, we're not you know, we're on again, we're not anything. Clear?
Perfectly.
Good.
So I'll let you know, will I?
What?
Who she gets paired up with.
Good on you. You want to fix them up for me, please?
Sure.
Thanks. How much are your tickets?
Gee, that looks like fun. Wish we had toys like that when I was a kid.
You want to go?
No, thanks. I've got to get ready for the dinner time rush. You've got a lot of toys, haven't you?
I guess.
Does Gail buy them for you?
No, I do.
Yeah? You got a paper round or something?
No, I buy them out of my pocket money.
So what do you say, Chris? Can we put you down for 5 slabs?
Oh, listen, I've got a business to run here.
Mate, we're making all our money off the bar.
Look, I've done plenty for St. Stephen's over the years. All right. Put me down for 2 slabs and I'll do your deal on the rest.
Thanks, Chris.
Hey, $1.50, thanks.
Yeah, sorry.
Thank you.
What about the chips? You get them.
Adam, do you think you could find Len for me? I promised Jade I'd go and tuck her in.
I'll do it.
Oh, that'd be great, thanks.
No problem.
Jadie.
Don't touch me!
Jay.
Sorry!
She just freaked right out. I didn't know what to do.
And Chris, how is she? She's all right. She's sleeping now.
Did she say anything?
Wouldn't even speak. You must have given her a hell of a fright.
I was just tucking her in.
I'm starting to think you might be right, Maggie.
What about what?
You're not a child to react like that without good reason.
Maybe you should talk to her.
Well, if she wouldn't confide in Chris, I can't see her opening up to a stranger.
You've got another suggestion, haven't you?
Yeah, well, maybe we should talk to some of the adults she knows.
Good idea, PJ.
We don't even have a complaint.
A couple of questions isn't going to hurt.
Maggie.
PJ, hang up your suit for a while, will you? This is a little kid we're talking about.
Right.
Started her school tomorrow.
Maggie, now, I had this dream last night and you were in it.
Yeah?
Yeah, you're a nun.
A nun.
Well, don't take it personally. Wayne and Nick were monks.
Oh, and don't tell me the boss was the abbot, right?
No, the boss wasn't there, but I went into his office, right, and then I see my old school principal, Sister Mary Teresa. And she starts screaming at me about original sin, and then she gets this huge blackboard ruler and starts laying into me. It was a nightmare.
Have you talked about this with anyone professionally?
I'm telling you, Maggie, she was a sadist. Now, why do you think this place gives me the willies?
You know, I used to want to be a nun.
Hey?
When I was in grade 5, I had a major crush on my teacher. I wanted to be just like her.
Get out of it. You wouldn't pass the dragon test, Sister Bertrill.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Excuse me, Miss Holloway.
Amy Holloway. Yes, can I help you? We're wondering if you teach a girl by the name of Jade Jackson. Jade's one of my students, yes. Is there something wrong?
Huh? No, he's not what we expected, that's all.
Oh. Well, what did you expect, Mr.
PJ, I'm Hashem, PJ Hashem, and I'm a detective. Pleased to meet you. This is Maggie Doyle. I'm telling you, Maggie, she was interested. It was pure chemistry.
Yeah, like fly spray.
Jealousy is not an attractive trait, Doyle.
Jealousy, get a life.
Hey, Wayne. Mate, about the BNS ball, any of those teachers from St. Stephen's going?
Yeah, just about all of them by the look.
Right, so what if I wanted to, fix myself up with one of them?
Not a nun, I bet.
No, not a nun.
Oh, it could be arranged, mate. It'll cost you.
Mm-hmm. What are you talking about? Maybe $5?
Make it 20.
20? All right, 20. Cool. Give it to you this afternoon.
No worries.
How'd you go?
Oh, we spoke to Jade's teacher and the principal. She's on her last warning. Any more trouble and she's off to state school.
They both said the same thing, boss. Till 6 months ago, she was a model student. Now she's a hellraiser.
There's usually a reason for that.
Oh, we've heard that before. Any candidates?
Well, not really. Single mum, all female teachers at the school.
What about school friends? Father of a school chum, someone like that?
Well, she doesn't really have any school chums, boss. The kids don't like the way she behaves any more than the teachers do. About the only male contact she has is at choir practice with Father Carlyle.
All right. Now, if you ask me, that's our prime suspect right there.
Paul Carlyle.
Well, yes, boss. It happens all the time. You should read the papers sometime.
Yeah, well, don't mind him. His prejudice is showing.
Yeah, well, I'd suggest until you've got some evidence, you keep your prejudices to yourself, Pete.
Well, I'm just saying, boss.
Yeah, all right. Let's not get derailed here. If you think there's a case, call Hex and get them involved.
Jade, this is Trudy, and she wants to spend some time with us and have a talk.
So, okay, Jade?
Okay.
Listen, if there's something worrying you, you can tell Trudy. She talks to a lot of kids, and she'd really like to help.
I often have to talk to kids about touching. They ever talk to you about different types of touching at school, Jade? Well, sometimes adults touch children in ways that children don't like to be touched. And when that happens, it's our job to make them stop. Well, sometimes children think it's their fault, that they're the ones that have done something wrong. But they haven't. It's the adult who's wrong. They're the ones that have done a bad thing.
Jade, if something's happened that you didn't like, at home or anywhere else, you can tell us and we can stop it from happening again.
Nothing's happened. Honest.
But she hasn't actually said anything. Oh, sometimes it can be difficult. There's trauma involved.
So, just because she's having a few problems at school...
More than a few.
A few problems at school. You lot decide there's been someone interfering with her.
Mrs. Jackson, we haven't decided anything. We have some concerns and we were hoping you might be able to help us resolve them. Now, if we're right and somebody is abusing Jade, then it's probably someone you know.
I don't know who that would be.
There's got to be someone.
No. There's Father Carlyle.
What about school friends? Places she might go on a regular basis?
A few kids' parties. Nothing regular. She's not popular.
Do you have people come to the house, tradesman, gardener?
Yeah, right. The butler did it. I'm on a supporting parents' benefit.
Seeing anyone at the moment?
Take a look at me. Gonna be 37 in a couple of weeks. Been on my own for over 10 years. All the decent guys are married or gay. Well, they're like my ex, out chasing 19-year-olds. Now, do I get my daughter back or not?
Look, maybe it would be a good idea if Jade stayed at your cousin's for a few days, just until we get this wrapped up.
You're kidding.
With your permission, I'd like to have a look at where Jade lives, see just what kind of home you're providing her.
And if I say no?
Well, we could do a protection application if you'd prefer.
They say it's a police state. Until now, I didn't believe it.
Well, what are we going to do now?
Talk to the only name we've got.
Good. Descants, watch those high notes at the end, otherwise, very nice. You'll have to listen to your tape recorders and nail down those harmonies. All right, see you all at the same time tomorrow. Quietly! Quietly, thank you. You're in God's house.
Father Carlyle.
Yes, can I help you?
Yes, well, I'm Patrick Hasham. This is Constable Maggie Doyle.
I know you work for Tom Croydon.
Oh, I work with him, yes.
Haven't seen him for a while. How is he?
He's fine, Father.
I'd like to talk to you about one of your students, Father, Jade Jackson.
Ah, yes. We missed her in the choir today. Well, she's all right, I hope.
Well, no, not exactly. She's having a couple of problems. Thought you might be able to shed a bit of light on it.
My contact is rather limited. You should speak to a teacher.
Well, we have spoken to a teacher, Father, and your name seems to crop up.
You seem to be implying something. Detective, is it? Why don't you get to the point?
We have reason to believe that Jade has been sexually assaulted.
Have I been accused?
Accused? We seem very quick to jump to that conclusion.
Detective, I know Jade through her involvement in the choir. She is certainly a handful. Beyond that, I really can't help you.
Father, what about outside the choir? Have you ever spent any time alone with her?
I'm not a fool, Constable. I know what people are, how they think, talk. Anyway, I'm too busy. I have to run the whole parish by myself since Father Morton died.
Right, but you obviously haven't given up the choir, though.
When I first came to Mount Thomas from the seminary, I knew there were many things I'd have to give up. Fortunately, my love of music wasn't one of them.
The question is, what didn't you give up?
Detective Hasham, are you a Catholic yourself?
I was.
I see.
Very good, very subtle.
Come on, but Maggie, the guys are...
Careful, God's house.
Let's face it, everything points to Carlyle.
I told you, PJ, one shred of evidence, that's all. An accusation would help.
All right, we'll talk to the other parents. Look, I bet Jade's not the only one.
All right, we'll try and use diplomacy.
Yes, it's my middle name.
Hey, PJ, do you reckon Carlisle's giving her the toys? Hey? Sorry, Jade. She's got a heap of toys, and she told Chris that she's buying them with her pocket money. But Gail's on a pension.
Well, you're saying he's bribing her?
Well, maybe.
Well, how many toy shops could there be in the district?
Assuming he's buying locally.
You know, it's worth a try.
All right, Adam, get on to Chris. We need brand names. Well, do you remember selling any of that stuff to one particular customer? A priest, perhaps?
Priests don't usually have kids.
No, but maybe he was buying it for a charity or something like that.
No, I'm sorry, mate. I'd like to help you, but I can't. I just don't remember any customers like that.
Thanks for your help.
No worries.
What?
You know what? You're only looking for one answer and it may not be the right one.
Oh, come on, Maggie. Don't you start with the old Catholic guilt thing as well.
As well as
the boss. Now, just because the guy's a priest, it does not make him God. Is that clear?
Mrs. Jackson. We're friends, that's all. We have coffee together.
How often do you have coffee together, Mr. Maguire?
I wouldn't know. Every now and again.
Take a wild stab.
2, 3 times a week?
At Gal's place?
Sometimes.
Does your wife know all about this coffee drinking, sir?
Not exactly. Does she have to find out?
No, it depends on you.
I've already told her I'm prepared to cooperate. Just tell me what all this is about.
All right. Mr. Maguire, we've reason to believe the young Jade Jackson has been sexually assaulted, and just wanted to know if you wanted to comment about that.
Now, hang on. You don't think that I... That's outrageous. What sort of person do you think I am?
Very generous one, judging by the gifts she's been given, including toys.
Couldn't have been cheap even at wholesale prices.
I wanted her to have some nice things. Gail's always struggled. I thought it'd be nice for the kid.
Right, and when you go to Gail's place, sir, do you sometimes stay the night?
There might have been the odd occasion.
Does Gail leave you alone with Jade?
Look, I really don't like...
Just answer the question, please, Mr. Maguire.
Not often. Sometimes, I suppose.
Right, now, young Jade, does she drink coffee too?
Look, I've told you. I'm no child molester. You're talking to the wrong person.
And who would be the right person, Mr. Maguire?
Father Carlyle. If there's a molester around here, it'll be him.
What makes you think that?
Because they never change. Because the bastard did it to me, too.
One day I answered an ad in the Gazette. Turned out to be Stuart's.
So did he tell you about his wife straight away?
I see. I see where we're going. This is where I'm supposed to shaft the lying bastard who's cheating on his wife. Very clever. Except you're wrong. Stuart tells me everything.
Oh, so he's told his wife about you then?
Of course not. He'd lose half the business.
Oh, I see.
He'd leave her if he could.
That's not really the point, is it, Gail? The point is he's capable of keeping secrets.
Not the kind you're thinking of.
And he's been completely honest and open with you, has he?
I trust him, yeah.
The reason I asked Gail is we had a chat with Stuart this afternoon and he told us something about his childhood, something very painful, and I was wondering if he has shared that with you.
You mean about Father Carlyle? Yeah, I knew.
Before we talked to him this afternoon?
No. No, he told me when he got home. At least he made the animal pay.
Pay? How?
That's how he got the toy shop. Carlyle paid to keep him quiet.
What did you expect me to say? That I did assault Stuart Maguire?
No, I wouldn't expect you to admit that. I was just wondering why the trust you run invested money in his business, that's all.
That would be none of your business.
I'm sure there's a perfectly innocent explanation about the money.
I'm sure there is too. It's just that I don't owe it to the police.
Was Stuart Maguire ever a member of the choir?
About 20 years ago?
And you deny his accusation?
Yes, I deny it. Beyond that, I have nothing to say.
Father, I grew up a Catholic myself. Now, you're making this very difficult.
Life's journey is often difficult.
In my opinion, Father, you're hindering a police investigation.
If you had a case, Detective, I'd be under arrest already.
Hey, don't spill any paint on the bed.
There's only water on it, Chris. Look, there's this annoying old picture book. So you put water on it.
Ah, hidden colours.
Isn't it great?
It's amazing. I would have thought they were just boring old pictures. But now I know the secret. You add water and all the colour comes out and looks really pretty. It's a good secret, isn't it? Because Sometimes secrets can be a bit scary, can't they? Jade, I don't know what secret it is that you're keeping or what it is that you're afraid of, but you can't hide here with me forever.
But I thought if I was really good, helped and everything, might let me stay.
I'd love to have you to stay, but what about your mum? She'd miss you. Sooner or later, you're going to have to go home, and you're going to have to give up your secret.
All right, this is it. Gather round, gather round. Over here, thanks, Chris. Okay, Cupid the computer is about to find your perfect partner for the ball. No? You've got to be introduced to Cupid first, for goodness sake. Cupid the computer!
Excuse me, Tom. I wonder if I might have a word?
Father, if this is about PJ,
You mean detective fashion?
Yeah.
No, one hat for the guys, one hat for the ladies.
I've met his type before. Some priest took away his rubber ducky and he's hated us all ever since, frankly. His attitude worries me.
He's a professional. I wouldn't be too concerned.
Are you aware of the damage a witch hunt can do to us?
Us?
You're a Catholic, Tom.
Yes, but that doesn't make any difference.
I don't have to tell you the church has had a lot of bad press lately, some of it well-deserved. But if we let this kind of rumour get out of control, it could undermine all the good things we're doing.
Then cooperate with the investigation.
Congratulations, Richo.
Congratulations, Grace.
Okay, the next out of the hat is Chris Riley. Who's going to be the lucky fella to spend an evening with Chris?
Not to mention the free beer.
Oh, in your dreams.
Maggie Doyle.
That's a mistake.
Computer malfunction, folks. Sorry about that. And the winner is Adam Cooper.
Say Maguire isn't telling the truth. That's precisely why you have to help yourself. Can't you see, if he is lying, he's doing it to protect himself. And he knew that you investing in his business would make his claims more believable. You're in a lot of trouble.
I have wider interests to protect, Tom.
If protecting wider interests means children being molested, I'm sorry, Paul. I can't help you.
Tom, I took a solemn vow to do God's work on earth. How can I do that without protecting the good name of his church?
All right. What exactly is it you're protecting?
The church herself. She's had her ups and downs these last years. Every stick, every stone that could be thrown at her, the church has survived on faith, and so do we. That's all I'm asking from you now. Faith.
Nick Schultz. Well. And he'll be partnered with... Who would have guessed Sasha Peters? Okay, all right, only 4 names left now, 4 names left. And we have... Amy Holloway. That's Miss Holloway to the kids at St. Stephen's. Now, who'll be partnered with...
Nothing.
Amy.
Wayne Patterson.
Wait, hey, I paid $20 for that, Patterson.
There are no guarantees in life.
I'll have you up for deception.
Don, PJ, come on. Donna first over here, your shout.
Right, I'll have one.
Catholic dogs smell like frogs, eat no meat on Friday.
What?
Nothing.
So how'd your chat go? Did he threaten us with excommunication if we didn't drop the case?
Something like that.
I've got nothing to lose. St. Peter struck me off his list years ago.
This isn't a joke, PJ.
I realise that, boss. At least I'm taking it seriously.
What are you trying to say, that I'm not?
No, I'm just saying that maybe, just maybe, you're not being very objective.
I am
That's
perfectly
all.
capable of being objective. I might miss the odd Sunday, but I'm still a Catholic.
That's what I mean.
No, PJ, I'm telling you. I know where I came from and who I am. I'm a Catholic and I'm a copper. Now, don't you try telling me that being one stops me from being the other.
God bless you.
And you, Father?
Do you wish to make your confession?
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. It's been I don't know how long since my last confession. Recently, I've had increasing doubts about my faith.
What has caused these doubts?
Through my work, I see the many different sides of people. And sometimes it's hard to see the will of God in the way they behave.
These times can be a test of our faith.
I need reassurance that God is working through his ministers to show us the way. Father, I come here as a Catholic, not a police officer.
It's not uncommon to have the doubts you speak of. Even for God's ministers.
Father, I know the church does a lot of good. Our faith is so important when things go wrong. But what do we do when the good name of the church is questioned? How can we have faith then? Father, I'm finding it hard.
I find it hard too.
We need to find out the truth before these rumours spread, or that good name will be damaged.
Sometimes the truth can be damaging.
Not in God's eyes. He can forgive anything, can't he?
If there was any way I could remove this slight against the church, I would. But I can't confess to something I didn't do.
But you do know who's responsible.
God will be my judge, and judge to all sinners. May he bless and forgive us all our sins in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
But I was going to have to call for backup.
You're after the wrong person, PJ.
Sorry?
He told me in the confessional he wouldn't lie, not there.
Maggie, I think you're just being a little bit naive, that's all.
I believe him.
All right. What now?
Back to Stuart Maguire.
Jade Jackson's the only one who can get us there.
She's doing her famous sleeping in trick. I was going to wake her up for breakfast, but then things got too hectic. Jade, come on. Time to get up.
Right here with the photos.
Yeah, mate, all right, get them circulated as widely as possible and patrol all the roads leading out of town. She might try hitching.
Well, she's got a lift. She could be halfway to Sydney by now.
Well, let's try and beat her to it then.
How'd you go with St Stephen's?
Well, all of her classmates are at choir practice, so wherever she is, she's on her own. Although one of them might know something.
All right, I think.
Look, boss, what if she didn't run away? I mean, what if Maguire grabbed her?
No, we got some Davids checking that out, haven't we?
Doyle, when you're over at St Stephen's, make sure Paul Carlisle hasn't disappeared as well. Come on, get moving.
Oh, we should turn back, I reckon. She couldn't have got this far.
Eh? Who's that then? I'll be inside.
Hi, Jade. You okay? I don't think it's time you told us the truth. Now, we know the name of the person who's been hurting you. All we need is for you to say it. The name, Jade, all we need is for you to say that person's name, and we can stop him, and he'll never bother you again.
Remember what I said, Jade? It's time to share the secret, sweetheart.
It was Stuart.
Stuart Maguire?
This is outrageous. I'm innocent. You can't do this. I want bail.
Good on you.
Well, you'll have to speak to bail justice about that.
Yeah, and we can't seem to get hold of him.
Go on, mate. Bad luck for you. His phone must be out. Can you sit down there and you shut up, will you?
Can we make it stick?
Well, we're waiting on the report from the medical examination, but Jade made a clear statement, so it should hold up.
And Gail?
Very supportive once she finally accepted the truth.
Makes the heart feel good, eh, boss?
The heart. I'd be more concerned about the immortal soul, the way you've been going on.
Yeah, all right. Point taken.
Has anybody told Paul Carlisle yet?
I'll go and have a chat to him.
Look on it as penance.
PJ. Never mind, I'll go. There are one or two things I want to discuss with him anyway.
Confessional, eh?
Well, you know what they say, once a Catholic.
Maybe we can't stick one in the interview room.
Used to be my job. I was an older boy when I was a kid. I just came to tell you that Jade made a statement. We've charged Maguire.
You could have told me that over the phone.
No. We haven't got the whole story yet. I don't think Maguire was lying about being assaulted. He was lying about who did it, though, wasn't he? So who was it? Who are you trying to protect?
I can't talk to you about this.
There's going to be a trial, Paul. It'll all come out in court. The name, all the gory details. It was another priest, wasn't it?
You know as well as I do I can't repeat what I'm told in the confessional.
No. Your silence was assured. But Maguire's wasn't, was it? He threatened to tell, didn't he?
Perhaps by that time the man was dead. So, Maguire's story could only hurt the church, undermine people's faith in us, prevent us from doing good.
You paid for his silence.
I wanted to help him. I offered to pay for counseling, but all he wanted was the money, so I gave him some. It seemed a small thing.
I can't understand how you could have kept quiet about this in the first place. How you allowed this priest to go on attacking and hurting children.
Perhaps these were past sins he confessed to. Perhaps he was an old man by then, about to retire and leave the district. Perhaps it had only been one moment of weakness with one boy. He was very upset, full of remorse, promised never to do it again. Perhaps. I can't tell you any of these things.
And perhaps you believed him. Perhaps you ignored the fact that what he'd done would be repeated by his victim. It often is, you know.
25 years I've been this town's priest. What would you have me do, Tom? See my life's work destroyed? For what?
For Jade Jackson. At least don't name the library after him.
Wayne, a few more aren't going to hurt.
No, mate, I've done my bit for charity.
Well, look at you. Eh?
Someone else tells me I scrub up our old job for her.
She does, though, eh?
So you two get stood up, or you're not in there?
Him? No, she's lucky for you considering how much she's costing more. Beside someone.
So where's yours, you crook?
She's meeting me right here.
Oi, Doyle, I thought you weren't going to go to any trouble.
Don't flatter yourself, I've got other friends.
Yeah, name one. Give me one name, give me one name.
Sorry I'm late.
No, better late than never.
I owe you this for the ticket.
No, you've already paid.
It's for Brad. He was able to come up for the weekend. I hope you don't mind.
Don't worry, mate. It's not for a good cause. Shall we?
You big green around the gills, are you, mate? What, you drowned your sorrows last night? Never mind, nothing, a great big greasy hamburger from the Paragon, mate.
File that for me, will you please, Cooper? I'm running late.
Here we go. Special delivery for Constable Adam Cooper.
Look at that.
Excuse me a minute.
How many raffle tickets you buy?
None of your business.
So, what do you reckon, boss? Start Barbie?
Yeah, why not? It's not Friday, is it?
And there will be times when God will test our faith, will give us cause to question the nature and strength of our belief. Times when the actions of those around us might make us recoil in horror. At such times, instead of moving away from God, we must draw closer. Remember, His goodness is infinite, as is His capacity to forgive. Man may be weak, but God is strong, which is why we must find strength in faith. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Good to see you again, Tom.
Thanks, Father.
This is a surprise.
I found your sermon very moving.
I wrote it at 2 o'clock this morning after a sleepless night.
Yesterday in church, Father, I hope I wasn't too rude.
You inspired me, actually. Your openness, honesty, reminded me of myself when I first became a priest. Do you think you might come back and inspire me on a regular basis?
I honestly don't know.
I was hoping we might go forward together.
I was hoping that too. I still do.
Who's the kid?
I know, hopeless, isn't he? Still, he keeps me amused.
I meant the little girl.
Oh, did you?
Hmm.
Well, you remember my cousin Gail, it's a daughter. She's come to visit, now I can't get rid of her.
Oh, she must be attracted to the maternal side of your nature.
I haven't got a maternal bone in my body. Besides which, I haven't got much time to spend with her.
Well, if you're going to be involved with her upbringing, you'll want to be supporting St. Stephen's. Now, how many of
Is
these
that the
can I say?
Memorial Library? Forget it. Tom, Father Carlisle's got to me already. Thanks a lot, Trish. That's great. Thanks, Chris.
How many books did he give you?
Paul?
He gave me 5.
Must be your exalted position in the community.
Day, boss.
Morning.
Nice day.
Yes, yeah, probably rain later.
Well, it'll be good for the farmers. Jay, this is my boss, Sergeant Croydon. Boss, this is Jade Jackson, Chris's niece.
It's a liquor licence. You're going to need it if you're organising this BS ball.
That's B&S ball.
Not with you organising it, mate.
Oh, you're very funny. And what's this? All proceeds to Father Morton. He's dead.
The Father Morton Memorial Library at St. Stephen's School. It's a very worthy local charity.
Yeah, if you're a Mick.
Was there something wrong with being a Mick?
Oh, no, not at all. No, it's just that the proceeds usually go to the footy club.
And where do we breed the best football players around here?
Around here, I guess, St. Stephen's.
So it's still going to the footy club, in a manner of speaking. Now, Cooper, you got a moment?
Yeah.
Now, would you say it was appropriate for sergeants to exert financial pressure on their troops, so to speak?
Well, like corruption.
No, nothing like that. Just pressure.
Well, no, not really. Wouldn't be appropriate under any circumstance.
My sentiments exactly. Which is why I want you to deal with those. Stubbs is due back tomorrow.
Jade? Jade, what are you doing?
Oh, I was watching that.
Could you get ready for school, please? Have you packed your bag?
No.
Well, can you hurry up? You'll be late.
But Auntie Chris, I don't have to go to school today. It's curriculum day.
It's a what?
A curriculum day. It's where all the teachers get together without the kids and work out what they're going to teach us.
Sounds like an extra day off for the teachers to me.
That's what Mum reckons.
Well, I better call her. She didn't say anything to me about it.
That's because she doesn't know. I forgot to give her the notice.
Ah.
Sorry. So, what are we going to do today?
Well, I'm going to catch up on some paperwork. You can go upstairs and tidy your room. I only make beds for paying guests.
That's not fun.
Come on, off you go. Come on, scoot. Shoot.
Nearly finished, Auntie Chris.
Take the earphones off. The earphones?
It's a new Carly today. You want to listen?
No, not right now. We need to talk.
Okay.
Come on, sit down.
When Mum tells me to sit down, it's usually something really bad.
It's just something I want to find out, okay?
Okay.
Now, you know that it's wrong to take things, well, money that doesn't belong to you, don't you?
Oh, sure. Father Carlisle's. He's always talking about it. He says it's a penal sin.
Yeah, well, I think that's a venal sin, but that's beside the point. There's some money missing that belongs to St. Stephen's, and I was wondering if you knew anything about it.
No.
Now, I want you to think very carefully about this. If you did take
I'm telling the truth.
by mistake or something and you give it back, well, we'll just chalk it up to experience. But if I don't get that money back, that means that it's stolen and I'll have to report it to the police.
I didn't take it, Auntie Chris. Cross my heart.
So what you're saying is it's a blind date?
Yeah, sort of, but a little more scientific.
Oh, sounds like a good gimmick. Where does the computer come into it?
Well, I run all the names and information through a special program, and then the computer matches them up with the most compatible person.
Who's going to buy a ticket when you don't know who you're going to get as a partner, mate?
Desperates like you.
Come, PJ, could meet the woman of your dreams.
Yeah, in your case, mate, anything that barks and chases traffic.
Yeah.